What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping back into Destiny 2 for a preview of everything that we're going to get in the game this week. Of course, weekly resets coming up, that will be the 20th of January, and while Bungie have been a little bit quieter with regards to Destiny, we will cover some updates, things that affect content this reset. Otherwise, we've got some additional Bungie news and updates, and then, of course, we'll cover all of the stuff going on inside of the game this week and for the remainder of the month. So, if you guys enjoy the video or find it helpful, do us a huge favour and let us know in the comment section what you're most hoping to see from Destiny in the next couple of months. That would really help us out, but now let's get into the video. Firstly, in relation to Renegades content and some fixes in the last week or so, Bungie have fixed an issue where claiming rank up reward engrams from syndicates actually required Witch Queen ownership, which was pretty funky. They also fixed a problem where players logging into multiple characters could actually progress or lose weekly syndicate shipments. So basically, in terms of weekly rewards from factions and all the stuff in Thassa's Outpost, hopefully that is now working as intended. Other things to be aware of course, with trials coming up on a weekly basis, Bungie have actually fixed some of the rewards in that, and it's now dropping all 3 of the Year 1 shaders. So that includes Gift of the 9, Honors of the 9, and Benevolence of the 9, dropping from the 7 streaks and from the chests. So obviously trials won't be up all week, but if you missed it last weekend, just keep it in mind for Friday when trials indeed returns. The next event on the roadmap, of course, is Arms Week, and that's dropping next week on January 27th, so we'll get a couple of new weapons included in that, as well as some additional drops, but I'll keep you posted with any further updates that we may get about it from Bungie. Before we talk any more about the Destiny stuff, some adjacent news, I suppose, related to Bungie, but there's been a leak related to Marathon and the actual release date for the game. You can see this is being covered by plenty of people here on X and plenty of different news sources related to gaming as well, but Bungie posted an early trailer, accidentally I think, on the Xbox platform, and that indicates that the release for Marathon will be on March 5th. So it would appear that this is going to be announced soon, probably with pre-orders going live whenever it does actually get released. Wasn't something I was immediately going to talk about, but a million sources have kind of spoken about it at this point, so don't blame me, man. Interestingly though, if it is March 5th, of course, Shadow and Order drops for Destiny 2 on the 3rd, so that would make Marathon's release day a Thursday, and it'll be the same week as a Destiny update, which is kind of interesting. For the moment, that's all I can really say, but just in case you were curious, I guess there you go. In terms of the Renegades content refresh, of course, there are the weekly syndicate shipments and things like that. There's also the Territorial Prophet quest, which does actually refresh on a weekly basis. You turn in dark matter ingots and complete quests, or contracts should I say, and then you're able to get weapons with the Accelerated Assault origin trait. And this is indeed the only guaranteed way to actually get them, so they'll drop us tier 5s and things like that from the infamous engram. As we can see, it's probably going to go to Postmaster because I've just turned in tons of stuff, but that's worth keeping in mind and completing on a weekly basis if you are playing a bunch. With regards to Equilibrium, the only thing that really refreshes on a weekly basis, as far as we know, is the Heirloom exotic drop, but keep in mind as well that Bungie made a bunch of fixes to Equilibrium, changing things like damage, quality of life adjustments to bosses and the shadow pools and things like that, so good luck on the hunt if you are still jumping into Equilibrium. In the portal, of course, on Tuesday, we'll get some new Vanguard alerts featured as well, so basically it's an update to the rewards pools, the additional challenges that drop weapons, and of course, the Grandmaster will also change, as will the featured weapons, so I'll keep you posted with those on Tuesday, although I'm sure they've kind of gone into a rotation at this point, so we're probably going to see repeat weeks, both in terms of activity and reward, but I will keep you up to date. For those who came back to play Renegades but perhaps missed Edge of Fate, there are still opportunities to pick up Edge of Fate weapons here on Kepler, so of course we have activities like the Sieve when it randomly pops up. If you're above 450 power, that'll drop tier 5 gear. Otherwise, you can get a tier 5 drop on a weekly basis from the weekly missions, and there's even a loot cave on Kepler that you can look up on YouTube if you're above 450 power. You'll get tier 5 every single time, so pretty easy catch up for any folks who may want to try and grab some of the Kepler loot that they missed out on before. Outside of that, in the World tab, if you're after playing old raids and things like that, we can now farm away to our heart's content to pick up legendary and exotic drops from pretty much anything that's legacy right here on the Old World Director, so that's worth keeping in mind if you're still missing any older raid exotics or generally want to farm for weapons and things. I'll keep you posted on Tuesday with the store as well. I'm hoping that we'll see Taken Armor for Bright Dust additionally this week, because Bungie had started rolling it out at the start of December, and then it seems to have switched to the N7 sets, which of course some folks will now be collecting as well. So we'll see what we get in the store at reset. And our final mention in the World tab is here for the Dreaming City, and that's the Ascendant Challenge for any folks who want to complete those. So this week it'll be the Forfeit Shrine, which is found via the Garden of Isilla. Pretty easy to get to, but I'll run a clip with the location for that at the end of the video. And for the moment, guys, that is what we have to round up. So, as always, I hope you found the video helpful. If you have, a rating really does help me out on the channel. Be sure as well to hit subscribe and I can keep you up to date with everything related to the game. Otherwise, though, I appreciate you tuning in as always. Let us know if you'll be jumping into D2 this week in the comment section. But for now, I hope you guys have an awesome day.
Guardian down.
You